There's so much more to being able to go a lot of rounds than just physical endurance. What it is and how to have a stamina of a beast, you're gonna find out today at the Knowledge Drop. Yo! Welcome to the Knowledge Drop. This is focused on the Flow Mode crew, BBOY and Cypher Studio. Knowledge Drop is my YouTube program where I pass on everything I've learned, my experience, the philosophies, the concepts, the ideas, anything to inspire you guys from my quarter of a century of a journey as a B-Boy. This week we join forces with B-Boy Vincanity from California, who's been rocking free tutorials for his channel Vincanity TV for nearly a decade. And you can see that from his following base. He's doing a lot of work. Alright? So if you don't follow him already, give him a follow as well. Today's topic is how to build on your stamina as a B-Boy or B-Girl. And it's a hot topic, it's a relevant topic because today's competitions, the number of rounds gets higher and higher year after year. A lot of people lose their competitions not because they're not the better B-Boys, they don't have the required skills, but their stamina is not on that level that could handle all these rounds. So what is stamina eventually? Is it just a physical factor of how long your muscles can go for before they gas out? I don't think so. To understand stamina as a whole, you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. There's so many different factors that affect your stamina as a B-Boy or B-Girl. So for example, the quality of your movement. If you haven't been breaking for too long, then everything that you do is heavy and it requires a lot of strength and energy. But if the quality of your movement is high, if your level of breaking is super high, then it doesn't take no energy or strength in order to keep up that flow. And you can go on for forever if the quality is dope. Pacing skills. Are you able to pace yourself during the battle or even during the one round, your current round? Are you able to take your time sometimes and not always go fast 100% during the whole round of long rounds? That's going to tire yourself out. Or mind control. This one is important. How well your mind works under pressure. Are you able to deliver new stuff, new material, dig through your archive of moves, even though your mind and body is already tired? Not a lot of people can do that. Or oxygen intake. Do your lungs operate even when you get tired? Or do you stay smoking between practice and jams and fail on this one? Breathing is an important factor that if that one fails, then you're going to gas out like everybody else. You have to master all of these aspects. If we're speaking about straightforward stamina, physical stamina, there are three main ways to master it. Number one is battle training. Incorporating battles into your practice sessions. Sounds simple, but this is the most effective way to master your battle skills and improve your battle stamina. And a lot of people don't do it. So training on your moves only is not going to improve your stamina when it comes to battles. You need to make your practice session as close to the competition or the cipher as possible in order to make it effective. And you need to do longer battles than you would actually do in the competition or a cipher. And you need to stay consistent with it every single session. So get that 10 rounds in against your battle partner. Or if that's too much, then start with 5 and work your way up session after session. But it's not going to happen by itself. So if you're truly serious about improving your stamina, you need to put in that work. All of my battles have been great teachers when it comes to working on my stamina, especially the exhibition ones. When I battled Machine last year in V1 Festival, half a year in advance I asked Paul one like, Paul, you need to coach me in order to be on that level so where I can take that battle. And Paul replied, cool. Besides your sessioning and besides your regular practice, you need to battle harder. And to be able to go that 7, 8, 9, 10 rounds in that exhibition floor, you need to go at least double in your practice session. So that's what I did. I did 20 round battles in my practice sessions against the crew by myself. And that's what you need to do by yourself too. Get that battle practice in so your stamina gets better. Number 2 is additional training, and especially interval training. If you want to boost your body's ability to take more rounds, then you can always add more external additional training on top. Getting a habit of additional training on top of your breaking training can benefit your breaking in many ways. And it can make you go a lot longer if it's done wisely. The problem is that the results of your additional training outside of the dance floor are pretty hard to transfer into the stamina of your breaking. If you go jogging every single day, that doesn't necessarily make you a better breaker as far as your stamina. It just makes you a better jogger. Just lifting super heavy in the gym is not necessarily going to make your breaking stamina any better. In fact, it might do the opposite. So the key to get results from your additional training is to make your additional training's work-rest ratio as close to breaking as possible. And that's where we come to interval training. So instead of going jogging for an hour, we can simulate your one-on-one battle in a technique we call heat, which is the high-intensity interval training. In a regular competition one-on-one battle, you dance for about a half a minute, and your opponent does about a half a minute round as well. And the normal length of a battle is 2 rounds. You want it to double it in order to perform good. So we'll go for 4. So running with the heat technique after your warm-up, you would run for half a minute as fast as possible. As fast as possible, like your life depends on it. And after that, you would chill, walk or jog easily for another half a minute. And repeat until you're done. Start with 4 rounds and do it once a week. And if you feel like it, you can increase it after a couple of weeks with a minute or 2. Besides my other additional training, which is gym with free weights, bodyweight training, swimming, and yoga, I've always used heat with sprints in order to prepare for the biggest competitions of my life, such as the Circle Kings, where you had to cycle for 3 hours before we even started the actual top 16 competition. And number 3 is mental toughness or mental stamina. I dare to say that 80% or 90% of our stamina is mental. So this is why this piece is the most important one. We've all heard the stories of people getting trapped in an accident, in a burning car, for example, and suddenly they found superhuman-like powers in order to save their family and get out of that burning car. Or wandering in a desert, getting lost in a desert and wandering for days without training and just simply trying to survive in order to get back home. Well, this one is about tapping into that same survival mode, giving everything that you have in order to survive. Our mind often gives up way before our body does, and the limits of our body are way beyond our comprehension. Well, how do we do it then? How do we get our mind to work on our behalf instead of going against it? In order to school your mind to withstand harder battles, you need to spend a lot of time outside of your comfort zone. Make your practice so hard that the battles after that feel like nothing. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Make your daily session hell, so the battles after that are easy. Push your limits because your body can do a lot more than you think. When your mind becomes tired, become aware of it and push a little more. Observe when your mind says stop. And that's when the actual battle starts. There's always room to push a little bit more. And being aware of that is going to make you a tough opponent to beat. When entering one-on-one competitions, my mantra is last round, best round. Mantra as in the small sentence that I start to repeat whenever my mind starts playing tricks on me. Last round, best round. After a long day of competing in one-on-one battle and you get to that final, that's when your mental work starts. Your body is already giving up, but that's when you start working with your mental side. You get to that final 3 or 5 rounds. First round you go hard. Second round you go even harder. But once you get to that last round, that's when the struggle starts. And that's when the mantra kicks in. Last round, best round. That's where you dig into that survival mode and find that mental toughness that will take you that first place. So here we go. A quick recap on how to improve your stamina. First of all, get that battle training into your practice sessions. Secondly, get that heat training, the high intensity interval training on top. And thirdly, get comfortable being uncomfortable and work on your mental toughness. And if you don't know where to start, then at least add some sprints into your weekly training. So do it the heat way. Warm up first, run half a minute as fast as possible, jog or walk for another half a minute, and repeat this 4 times. That's it. 4 minutes of training, and that's going to get you some fast results. Do it once a week and add a minute or 2 once you get further. Now next up, check out BBOYDojo.com for a lot of free advice on how to improve your training. And a massive shout out to Vincanity TV for allowing me to rock his channel too. This is Focus of the Flow Mode crew, BBOYDojo.com and Cypher Studio signing out with the knowledge drop. Peace!